Get ready for a cinematic sequel that's set to stir hearts once again. Remember the impact of The Passion of the Christ? Now there's a sequel on the horizon. Will Jim Caviezel return as Jesus? How will Mel Gibson's direction shape this new chapter? Let's dive into the upcoming Passion of the Christ sequel and discover what lies ahead. Mel Gibson co-wrote, produced, and directed the 2004 American epic biblical drama film, The Passion of the Christ. It features Monica Bellucci as Mary Magdalene, Maia Morgenstern as Jesus' mother, and Jim Caviezel as Jesus of Nazareth. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John's Gospels mostly depict Jesus' passion. It became the then highest-grossing R-rated film of all time, earning over $600 million at the global box office. Now, a very anticipated sequel to the film is set for 2024, titled Passion of the Christ Resurrection. Gibson will once again direct the film, and Jim Caviezel is scheduled to reprise his role as Jesus, whose miraculous resurrection will be the focus of the next movie. According to reports, production will begin this year in late 2023. The Passion of the Christ swept the globe by storm in 2004. The film was especially popular with American evangelicals, but it was also a hit in many overseas markets, with Christians all around the world flocking to see the R-rated epic. The Passion of the Christ, while primarily inspired by the Gospel of John, also contained a number of Catholic traditions. The film is coming out nearly a decade after the original, and many people are anticipating its return. Caviezel discussed a sequel to Passion of the Christ during a recent interview on The Sean Ryan Show, saying that he believes it will be broken into many films. Caviezel has spoken with Mel Gibson, who directed the first picture, and believes it will be 2 or 3 films. The sequel has been in the works for 11 years, with Mel Gibson co-writing the screenplay alongside Braveheart screenwriter Randall Wallace. The film, which has already gone through 6 script drafts, will tell the story of the 3 days between Jesus' crucifixion and resurrection. By the way, guys, don't forget to give a thumbs up for this video, and for more updates, smash the subscribe button. For now, the film has no release date. They might release it during the 20th anniversary of the first film, but once again, that's just speculation. The news that Jim Caviezel will likely reprise his role as Jesus is one of the most significant Passion of the Christ 2 updates. One of his best-known roles was in the first movie. Since then, he has been in a variety of movies and TV shows such as Outlander and Person of Interest. In Paul, Apostle of Christ, he made a comeback to the world of biblical epics by portraying the Apostle Luke alongside James Faulkner's Paul. He openly discussed the script as far back as 2020, demonstrating that he has been kept informed of negotiations about the Passion of the Christ resurrection. The first film was both a commercial success and critically acclaimed by intellectuals and geeks alike. It also had 3 Oscar nominations, but the sequel had apparently been rumored since 2016, but was officially confirmed in 2023, with Gibson finally speaking about it. Gibson reportedly said that he had 2 scripts ready. One was powerful and organized, and one was kind of an acid trip. It might be interesting to see which one of them will make it to theaters and whether it will be as successful as the first one. It appears that a large portion of the movie will take place in hell, where Gibson will probably present his view of endless agony. In order to make a film based on a particular faith, filmmakers are usually faced with many challenges, including the fact that if they can show their own version of characters and how they interpret them, they are at a huge risk of facing religious controversies. It will be interesting to see how Gibson will present the film in the 2024 era, with the internet being a main contributor to the success or tanking of the film, while simultaneously acting as a platform for marketing and subsequently inviting trolls and not-so-happy fans. The first film is based on the New Testament. By giving Jesus, portrayed by Jim Caviezel, to the chosen leaders of the Roman Empire, Judas hastens his demise. Jesus is sentenced to death, much to the sorrow of his mother, Mary Magdalene, whom he delivered from damnation, and his disciples. He is put through a lot of pain as he carries a crucifix to the adjacent Calvary, where he is crucified. Despite dying, he does one last act of kindness. Jesus saves souls and foils the real agenda of the devil. Jesus rose from the grave as the resolution to the biblical story. It's highly likely that the sequel will pick up after the events of the first film, and interestingly enough, the Gospel according to Mel Gibson, Fact, Faith, and Fantasy, will provide us with insight into what to expect from the film. An official source of inspiration is still unknown. The first film was extremely graphic, showing blood and gore and brutally showing the crucifixion. Ultimately, it was rated R. It's unclear if the sequel will follow the same path in terms of blood and gore. Gibson said in an interview that the film will focus on the resurrection of Jesus Christ, but will portray it in a different manner from the Bible. And the film will have one major event, but it will go simultaneously with many other events. It will be amazing and really informative to see how it will actually play out and what conversations it might spark online. We'll just have to wait and watch. Gibson might show Jim Caviezel's Jesus as a new and completely unscathed man upon his resurrection. Or he might use the 18-year age add-on as a way to show a tough guy with many wounds and scars. Or he might use CGI to lower his age, with new tools present in this day and age to show a more accurate depiction. Gibson does not shy away from controversy as someone who makes faith-based films. According to reports, the movie will center on the 3 days that passed between Jesus' death and resurrection, during which many Christians think he fell into hell. The first film met with many controversies, including accusations of anti-Semitism and when Gibson's own personal views came to light, but despite all that, it performed very well at the box office. Previously, the world gave up on ever watching a biblical film become a blockbuster due to high expectations of being true to the Bible and battling against people from the faith who might find the content offensive, but The Passion of Christ proved them wrong. However, it's important to note that it was 2004, and the usage of the internet to voice one's opinions on a piece of media was not that prevalent. But now, almost a decade after that, social media will play a huge role in depicting audiences' responses to the film. An official trailer or teaser of the film is not expected until the filming finishes, so it may come out in late 2024. Apart from the main cast being the same as the original one, additional cast members have not been announced as of yet. The film might also release on major Christian holidays or as late as 2025. It hasn't been confirmed for now. According to some major speculation, Gibson might opt for a PG-13 rating for the sequel to the film in order for it to reach a larger number of audiences and garner more profits than the first one, which was rated R. For now, it's mere rumors, but it will be interesting to see if they go down that route. The filming will take place in Rome. There has been no confirmation of the release date, but we'll let you know as soon as they confirm anything. Sources say that Passion was the biggest movie that ever came out of Hollywood, and Passion 2 will have an even bigger impact. Let's wait and watch for the real-time responses when the film releases. Maia Morgenstern will play Mary, and Francesco DeVito will play Peter. Christo Jivkov will also portray John. These are the actors who have been confirmed thus far. We'll keep you updated when new actors are confirmed for subsequent roles. And there you have it, a sneak peek into the upcoming sequel, Passion of the Christ Resurrection. Wait, and let's see how will this new perspective on Jesus' resurrection resonate with audiences. What are your thoughts? Share with me in the comment section.